organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
It's a Monday. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I know I had a good weekend. How about you?
Great weekend at the Beach Music Awards over there. It was a great turnout. A lot of great beach music. We had a big time.
Awesome. And I ate a ton of oysters. All day long I stood there and ate raw or steamed oysters.
A ton?
Yeah, a ton.
That's a lot.
They had over 100 pounds of oysters. It was awesome.
Well, I hope they raised a lot of money. It was a great fundraiser they had.
Absolutely. We have a great show lined up for you today. Some surprises. You might want to stick around. We'll be right back.
All the rain is cleared out on this Monday afternoon. We're nice and clear, of course, from the rain, and the clouds are starting to as well. We're seeing mostly to partly cloudy skies along the Grand Strand. Now, as that system pulls away, that'll just continue for the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures warming into the mid-50s across the PD and on the border belt, upper 50s to around 60 degrees for most areas closer to the beaches. This afternoon, everywhere it's going to be in the mid-60s everywhere. We're going to see partly to mostly sunny conditions as that front that brought the rain this morning slides to the south. Behind it, we'll start to see that wind coming in out of the north, and that's going to help clear the skies, dry us out. But what it's also going to do tonight is knock those temperatures back down into the low to mid 40s. So it is going to be cooler tomorrow morning than what we saw for today. You can see here our next big weather maker, of course, was this morning. It brought all that rain, but as it slides to the south, we're going to see high pressure start to build back in across the area. That's going to help bring in that northerly wind over the next few days, keeping us very close to normal for this time of the year, with highs mainly in the 60s and overnight lows mainly in the 40s. So if you like the weather that you were seeing today over the weekend, it is going to continue as we head through the next few days. Our next rain chance doesn't arrive until the end of next weekend. The activity in the tropics, we're watching an area of low pressure way out in the eastern Atlantic, now has a 50% chance of development within the next 5 days, likely to become subtropical if any development does occur. And if it was to be given a name by the National Hurricane Center, the next storm name on the list is Sean. But as you can see here, it is thousands of miles away from the East Coast and will never be a threat to the United States, regardless of development. So once we got through the rain today, we're back in the 60s for the rest of the week. Heading into the weekend, we see temperatures warm to near 70 degrees everywhere. Still low humidity, so it'll still be comfortable, but that's with our next frontal boundary. That brings a little bit of rain along with it, but what it's really going to bring is into Sunday and next Monday. So we're talking about a week or so away. It's going to bring another significant cool down with temperatures between Saturday and Sunday. And then, of course, heading into next weekend, we'll see temperatures 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we'll see on Saturday.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. You started me.
You go ahead.
There you go. Live TV for you. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. All right. A few things to talk about. You want to talk about surf water promotion?
That's right.
Hit it.
We got to talk about them. Let me tell you, we get all of our promotional items that, like our cups, our T-shirts, our hats, all of those items. We get them from Surf Water Promotions.
That's right, Surf Water Promotions. It's right down there off of Holmestown Road in Surfside, and they can also do design and artwork as well. So if you're not quite sure what you want as far as a logo, they can sit down with you and their creative team will help you come up with a logo that's perfect for your business. They can also do one T-shirt. They can do 10,000. Just give them a few days. I was up there the other day, and they do some really cool, different things. They have it now to where they can make it like sparkly T-shirts, all that kinds of stuff for you. Yeah, pretty much anything you want. It was, and they do embroidery as well.
And that's pretty. Have you seen your car this morning? I have my head on it. They can make those, put on anything you want on your car.
They can wrap the car.
I'll wrap your car.
I can't wait. Just like that.
Oh, goodness. We got a great show coming up. A lot of fun stuff today. First off, though, we got to talk about what today is. Today is Monday.
That's right. It's November the 13th, and it is World Kindness Day. So we want you to be kind every day, but especially today, do something kind for someone.
That's right. And it's also Water Your Flowers Day. So if it's not raining, go out and water your flowers.
Hey,
okay?
But don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
Don't touch them. Don't touch
trouble.
them. Water them if you'd like. All right, birthdays, go for it.
All right, we've got 1960, Neil Flynn. He's 57 years old. He's on TV in the middle, and before fame now, he did TV The Fugitive. He appeared on there, Rookie of the Year, and Baby's Day Out. He was in those.
All right, 1967, there he is, Jimmy Kimmel. Funny guy, 50 years old, late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel Live. Started on ABC in 2003, and before fame, he was an altar boy.
All right, 1967, Steve Zahn. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Sounds good to me.
He's 50 years old. He's in the movies Crimson Tide, Dr. Dolittle 2, Daddy Daycare, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I think that was about Brandon, our producer. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I think he's going to pay for that in just a second. You guys wait. All right, today in history, 1961, The Tokens, The Lion Sleeps Tonight was released.
And it came back in The Lion King and was another big hit.
That's
now
right.
Everybody knows about it.
All right.
1991, Roger Clemens won his third Cy Young Award for American League. All right, the Know-It-All department. This is where you learn something every day. You know, with Christmas getting closer, what do you think is the most recorded Christmas song of all times? You know, forever. Anybody?
Jingle bells? I
Anybody?
haven't looked. I don't know. Rudolph?
All right.
Mariah Carey?
Listen to this.
All right.
It's Silent Night.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it has been transformed into 140 languages.
Very
And
cool.
White Christmas is second.
I like them both.
The
Christmas.
most recorded Christmas song.
I
All
love
right.
Christmas carols, but I've got to wait though. We need
Yeah,
to
we gotta
celebrate
wait.
Thanksgiving.
They're
and
already
then
doing
guess
it on
what?
Sirius Radio. They're
I know.
already playing it.
I'm not listening yet.
That's
we gotta
it
wait.
from the Know-It-All department. We got a great show lined up, some fun stuff. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're never going to believe what's up for
Yeah,
our
you're
first
not gonna
interview.
believe it, I promise
Get ready.
you.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, you've probably seen him driving around town. He is the snake chaser. Alligators, snakes, raccoons, anything you need help with. He's here and he's got some friends with us
A
today.
lot of friends. Let me tell you, Russell came to my house. I had bats up in my dormant, and he came in and got them all out.
That's right.
It's just amazing the things he can do when it
He sure
comes to
can.
reptiles or anything. Now, all right, now, what are you holding in your hand right there now?
This is an American alligator, a juvenile.
Look at
A hatchling, basically a neonate, probably just maybe 3 months old at the most.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And about how big do these alligators get? We've seen some big
Well-
ones down in the Jericho Creek, about 16, 17 feet.
Around 15 is about the limit here in South Carolina. I think the
right.
largest is just over 15 feet ever found. You know, but a 15-foot alligator is going to weigh close to 1,000 pounds. You know, it's going to be a heavy animal.
All right. Now, you go into a lot of places and bring out a lot of things. Let's go ahead and you can lift. I want you to, because I'm not touching those snakes. All right. He's got some, well, over there, you can hear him rattling
You
over
can probably
there.
hear it through our microphones.
Yeah.
I think our director said you could hear it. That is a rattlesnake.
This is what we call a timber rattlesnake. And what we have normally around our area is what we call a canebrake, but this is basically the same species. Not very common like they used to be. They used to be everywhere, but of course development and just the hatred that people have for snakes have decimated the population of rattlesnakes. But they're beautiful animals and very unique. And people were always afraid that they're going to be bit or attacked, but snakes don't do that. They don't have the intention or the ability to know how to attack.
Right.
They just know how to defend themselves.
And so when you come upon them, that's...
And you literally have to be almost stepping on these things to get bit by them. I mean, that's why he has that rattle, to tell you to, hey, stay back. You know, I am dangerous animal. Stay
Well,
away
I'm
from
not
me.
going to bother him. He bites me, it's going to be on the back because I'm running. All right. Now, what's over here, Russell? What's in that one?
Well, this is the most common venomous snake that we have in our area. The most common snake that I catch, basically, as far as the venomous species go. It's the copperhead, the southern copperhead. There's a variation of the northern and southern copperhead. Northerns are darker than this. This is a true southern copperhead.
Yeah.
But you know, we are in what we call an intergrade area, so they overlap. So we may have just a northern version, or just a southern version, or a mixture of both.
All right, you got a lot more snakes in here too.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
you know, you go into anything, any kind of problem you got, you'll come to it and take care of it.
Yeah, if you have a wild animal of any kind, no matter what it is, with the exception of bears, I don't do bears.
I don't blame you.
Or
Just
people.
Cecil.
I stay away from people and bears. But we do any kind of animal that you may have an issue with. Moles, honeybees, yellow jackets, pigeons, alligators, snakes, of course, raccoons, possums. You know, if you have an issue with any of these animals, we can solve it.
Real quick, what is the most unusual thing you've ever had been called in for?
A rooster. But that actually turned out to be a watch.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
way.
Someone thought they had a rooster living in their attic, and they couldn't understand why this rooster was crowing every day. They called me. I went to their house, did an inspection. We're sitting there talking. The rooster started crowing. He pointed up and his watch was flashing. Turns out he got it free in the mail with some pillows or something that his wife bought, and it was automatically set to go off at noon every day. And it,
that's why you don't deal with people, right? That's right.
They're the hardest to understand.
Russell,
Check out Russell if you need something to snake chase or look him up.
Absolutely.
He will come and take care of you, I promise you.
He sure will. Stick around. We've got more coming up.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're right over here at the Advanced Manufacturing Center of HGTC, and we're talking about this new facility, which is an amazing place.
It sure is, and it's actually right in the backside of our parking
station.
lot. Yeah, absolutely. We just walked on over here. We're talking to the dean right now about this awesome new facility and kind of some of the programs you guys offer here, as well as some financial aid.
Well, basically, in regards to the Advanced Manufacturing Center, we offer pretty much every program that's needed in our service area that incorporates advanced manufacturing and industrial technology programs. Okay. Whether it's residential, commercial, electrical, whether it's plumbing, whether it is electronic engineering, welding, machine tool, HVAC.
All of it. You've got it right here.
And the equipment is brand new stuff. This is the type of equipment these kids and men will be working on. The women, they'll all be working on this type of equipment when they go somewhere.
Yes, being a training entity, we have to stay ahead of the field in regards to what our students are being trained on. We have to make that investment and provide what they're going to see in the workforce.
Now, these programs that are offered at HGTC, not just here, but at all of the campuses, who is this for? And is there financial aid or scholarships if people need it?
This is for everyone in our service area. For the new potential graduates that's just coming out of the high schools this spring. It is for basically people that are wanting a complete change in regards to their career path and what they're doing. We see it every day. I mean, we see students coming back 40 years old, 60 years old, as well as the traditional students.
Well, looking at some of the areas here, the welding shop is wild.
Yes. We're very fortunate to be here in an area where our industry and business is really supportive of what we're doing. They're really involved, they're really engaged with what's going on here. And basically we involve them to a great extent here. We incorporate them into pretty much the decision making in regards to the programs, the equipment that's being purchased, the curriculum, basically everything that we do.
So now if I have a family, I'm working now, I want to go back for a more specific career and get into this, and I need some financial aid or a scholarship. Is that available?
Yes, definitely. Basically everyone in the state has the potential of obtaining the lottery tuition assistance that's funded through the South Carolina Education Lottery. Plus there's all different types of grants and financial aid opportunities for students from other public and private.
So there's opportunity for everyone.
For everybody.
Yes.
That's right.
We thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
And what's so great about this, on Monday we'll have a complete show talking
right.
about the Advanced Manufacturing
We
Center.
sure will. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. Boy, that was a quick interview. Ran next door, did the interview, and we made it back.
We sure did. Good job. Go team. All right, we are talking about SOS Healthcare. We're talking about an event they have coming up this weekend. Jamie's with us. Tell us all about it, Jamie.
All right, so we are having a special needs day at Harry the Potter on Saturday from 1 to 3, and this is part of our autism community education program.
All right. So
where's it going to be, Where's it going?
It's at Harry the Potter. It's on Belterra Boulevard off of 501.
I thought that was what you said. I didn't know about Harry the Potter.
Yeah, that's right. So who is invited to this event? It is a special needs event, but families of the whole family can come?
Oh, the whole family can come, parents, siblings, everyone can come, and they can just, give us a call and ask for Diane. She's our Autism Community Education Program Coordinator. She's running the event, and the kids get to come in and paint some pottery and paint some ceramics, and they have a really good time.
That's what I was going to say. They're going to get to paint and do all kinds of, just be creative.
Yes, exactly. They get to be creative and, take their time, and the Harry the Potter team is really great. They've done this event with us before, and the kids have a blast.
Fantastic.
All right, now there was the website. We had the website up a minute ago. Do they have to pre-register or just come?
They can give us a call and ask for Diane. So our number is 449-0554.
Okay.
Or they can just, show up on Saturday. The more the merrier. We're always, excited to see more families come out.
Is this a free event, or is there a charge for it?
So there is, I believe, a fee for to take the item with you.
Okay.
But I'm not positive on that, actually.
Yeah, but not big of a deal.
Yeah,
not
no.
that big of a deal.
No, it's just for the ceramic itself.
But it's an
Fantastic.
educational thing too. It'll be doing some education about what this is all about too, autism.
So our goal with the program is to actually educate local businesses and to educate the members of the community about the sensory needs of individuals with autism and special needs.
But as a business owner, they need to be able to see different people in all different realms, be able to embrace them and maybe meet their needs.
Exactly, and to kind of see what they can do to help these families not feel so isolated from the community.
I think that's fantastic. So that is the goal of the program.
Yeah.
1 to 3, Harry the Potter right over there, Special Needs Day. So anybody that, has anybody, friends, family, anything like that, is welcome to come?
Exactly. They can bring their caretaker or their parents or, bring their friends with them, and the kids just have a blast.
Fantastic.
And it's, open
What
to
else you
older
got coming
ones
up?
too.
What else you got coming up? Something real
So
quick?
we are actually going to be at the Holiday Bazaar at Market Common on December 2nd and December 16th.
Oh.
Our adults with autism and intellectual disabilities have made cards of their own. They've also made candles and soaps and sugar scrubs, and they'll be selling them at the Holiday Bazaar.
And go to your website and
Fantastic.
find out more about that too.
A great way to
Exactly.
support them as well. Thanks
Jamie,
for being
thank
with
you
us,
so
Jamie.
much.
Thank you.
We
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
it. More coming up, talking about the Myrtle Beach State Park when we return.
Welcome back. All right, the Myrtle Beach State Park, always something really interesting and obviously educational happening right there at the state park. Miss Ann is with us right now. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Birds of Prey is coming up, and Ann's going to talk about it. It's on November 18th.
Yeah, so this Saturday at 1 o'clock, we're bringing out the South Carolina Center for Birds of Prey, and they usually bring anywhere from 2 to 4 birds.
Okay.
And they'll be free flying in the overflow parking lot, so they could fly right over your head, depending on, you never know what these birds are going to do. They're well trained, but they are still wild. And it's always a lot of fun. It's also one of our last drives to, you have to pay admission to get in, but also if you bring 2 cans of food,
There it is, right
that's
there.
your
Bring some
admission
food.
into the Birds of Prey. So
That's
I
so
mean, it's a
cans.
great 2 cans, not 1,
2.
but, or 3 or 4 or
Four.
5.
Bring
As
whatever
many
you
as you
want.
yeah, as many as you want. Why
Now,
not?
yeah,
That's
where
right.
does this go? Where does that go?
It's going to go to the local food bank, so it's all going to stay right here in Horry County.
And especially
South Carolina State Parks have been doing it all over the whole state for the whole year.
fantastic. And I mean, we all year long the food bank needs stuff, but especially during the holidays, it gets even more in demand. We want people to have food for the holidays.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
we're
we
also
want to
blessed.
touch on Santa too.
Santa's coming up. It's our annual first weekend now in December, and we'll have Santa on the beach. We'll also have Mrs. Claus on the beach for family photos with your pets on a leash, so that's always a lot of fun. That is just going up on our website today for full information. And also we have a local grad student who's been doing research on sharks around our pier, and she's presenting a program this Saturday also at 10 a.m. to find out what those sharks have, their movements and things like that, what's going on, if it's the same sharks we see, if they're migrating or what they're doing. So it's really going to be a fun day on Saturday, learn all about local animals.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
That is so
Fantastic.
neat,
And now
I'll
you
tell you.
guys right now this time of year, the state park is open when?
We're
All the time.
6 to 10. We are still crazy busy. It's still beautiful weather. They're still coming out. So that's one of the tag sharks that we got up on the fishing pier and we're tagging. So that was just fun. And then that's one of the barred owls that the Bird of Prey Centers brought one time. So there's,
Very cool.
like I said, that's my favorite bird, the black vulture. I hope they bring the black vulture.
And
He's
that's going
pretty
to be one of
awesome.
the free flyers?
Yeah, and
Wow.
there's the Harris Hawk flying above our parking lot and right overhead. And like I said, you never know what birds are going to bring. And it's always a great event to learn. And then there's our
Santa.
Santa Day. Boy, that's a long time. That was our first year.
Hey, you know what?
Was
We
it?
need to go out and have our picture made with Santa on the
Made
beach
with
out
Santa?
there. Let's do that this year.
All right, that
Yeah,
sounds
that'd
good.
be a
Hey,
lot of fun.
don't forget, if you're coming, two
cans
or
or
more.
more.
That's
not
right.
one. If you bring one, you still going to have to pay.
And not expired.
And not,
Not expired.
and
That's
not
good.
I
expired.
have to
People
say it.
actually want to
Yes.
eat these things. And
Thanks.
thank you
We
for being with
appreciate
us.
that.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. We'll be right back. everybody, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Did you have a good day?
I did.
What about those animals?
Snakes scare me.
They do?
Copperhead, I mean, and a rattlesnake. But he had them in those glass enclosures.
You could hear the rattle. That was the craziest part. Woo!
Scare me.
You know what? That's
she's still got a lot of kid in her. She can't help it. She just can't help it because she's a kid.
When my director tells me to do something, I listen, and that's what he just told me.
Well, when I get off the air, wait till I come back down. I'm going to take care of you too, producer. We've had a great time today. We'll
Have
see
a great
you tomorrow.
Afternoon. See y'all later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its